I welcome you to Isaac Mathematics Clinic. This afternoon we want to solve examples involving volume of frustum of a cone. So according to the question, we are asked to find the volume of a bucket. Don't forget, a bucket has the shape of frustum of a cone. So the diameter at the bottom and the top are these, and the height of the bucket has been given. So in order to do that, don't forget, as explained earlier, a frustum or a bucket, it is the remaining part of a cone when the head has been cut off. So in order to solve this, I want to draw a complete cone. Now, assuming this is a cone, now we cut this head off, then the head that is cut off is a small cone. So the remaining part here is the bucket we are talking about. Now the height of this bucket, according to the question, is 10 centimeters. The height of the bucket is 10 centimeters. Then the radii here is 10 centimeters. While the radii up here is 8 centimeters. So in order to solve this, to find the volume of this bucket now, we need to find the volume of the whole cone. Then the volume of a cone is given as 1/3 pi r square h. But because you want to first find the volume of the big cone and find the volume of the small cone, then we want to find the difference between the two. So as written the other time, 1/3 pi r square h for the big cone minus 1/3 pi r square h for the small cone. But how do we get this height? This height is the total height of the whole cone. So that is the big height, the total height here. But because before we can find this total height, we must know this small height here. I want to represent this small height by h. The distance from here to here by h. So when we find that, we are going to add it to this so as to get the total height for the whole cone. But in order to find this small height, we are going to employ similar shape principle. Similar shape principle. Now this is a right angle triangle. Then this is another right angle triangle. So according to similar shape principle, this radius for this small triangle over the radius for this big triangle is the same thing as the height for this small triangle over the whole height here, and that is this small height, which is h plus 10 plus this 10. So h plus 10. Again, the radius of the small cone over the radius of the big cone is equal to the height of the small cone over the total height of the big cone, that is h plus 10. Now if you cross multiply, you have 10 times h, that is 10h, is equal to 8 times h, that is 8h, plus 8 times 10, 80. Then collect like terms. 10h minus 8h is equal to 80. So 2h is equal to 80. Then divide both sides by 2. H is equal to 80 over 2. That is 40 centimeters. So this height from here to here is 40 centimeters. Don't mind the drawing. So the height here is 40 centimeters. So the total height here for this big cone now is 40 plus 10, and that is 50. So this big H now is 50. So the volume of frustum, or the volume of this bucket we want to find now, is 1/3 times pi. I want to leave my answer in terms of pi. Then times 10 square times the total height, as I said, is 40 plus 10, that is 50. Then minus 1/3 times pi times the radius here is 8. 8 square times 8 square, then times the height, the small height, which is 40 centimeters. So times 40. Don't forget, minus the volume of the small cone, and the height of the small cone is 40. So now the volume of frustum now is 1/3 times pi times 10 raised to power 2 means 10 times 10, that is 100. Then 100 times 50, that is 5,000. So times 5,000, then minus 1/3 times 8 square, times pi times 8 square is 64. So 64 times 40. 64 times 40, 6 remainder 1, 24 plus 1, 25. 64 times 40 is 2,560. So now, volume of the frustum now is equal to 1/3 pi is common to this and this. I want to factorize it out. So 1/3 pi, open brackets, we will be left with 5,000 here. So 5,000 minus, we'll be left with 2,560 here, minus 2,560. And the volume of frustum now is 1/3 pi. We want to subtract 2,560 from 5,000. Let me do that. 5,000 minus 2,560. That is 0. 10 minus 6, 4. Then 9 minus 5. That is 4. Then this is 4. 4 minus 2. That is 2. 2,440. So bracket 2,440. So 3 can divide this. So 3 here 1, 3 in 24, 8. 3 in 4. Okay, 3 cannot divide it exactly. Alright, let's go ahead with the division. So this is 2,440 pi all over 3. 3 in 24, 8. 3 in 4, 1, remainder 1. 3 in 10, 3, remainder 1. Add 0 to 1, then put decimal point here. 3 in 10, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So these 3 recurs. Then we leave our answer here in 2 decimal places. 813.33 pi centimeter cube. And that is the volume of the frustum. So thanks so much for your time and attention. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share.